Welcome everyone. This is going to be a 3-video part series. I'm going to break it up into 3 videos. The first one is how to run a successful meetup. The second one will be tips and tricks on creating a YouTube channel, on running a YouTube channel. And the last will be a social media strategy on creating a community. So just a little background, our meetup and YouTube channel and social media network is called Knowledge Mavens, and that is basically to teach people our knowledge, share our knowledge to the world. In this video, I'm going to talk about the in-person meetup and then some of the tools that we use, such as video conferencing and live broadcasting. So here's a little quote of inspiration is learning never exhausts the mind. This is by one of my favorite artists, Master Leonardo da Vinci, also known as tutte fare. In Italian is jack of all trades. Similar to our purpose is to share free knowledge. Most meetups fail because they are lacking a purpose. And a purpose is basically, what are you going to talk about? And if you don't have that similar ideology for everyone, people will get confused and not know what's happening. So you want to make sure that you know what people are doing. It could be anything like gaming or gardening. You name it, pick a topic. In this case, free knowledge is inspired by tools such as Wikipedia, YouTube, Quora, those type of tools that do knowledge sharing. So in order to run a successful meetup, this is what is important that I have learned. Now you could have your own strategies. These are not by any means the only ones. It's just what has worked for us. And so you can try these and let me know if they work for you. Let me know if there's a better way. So first of all, I talked about purpose. You want to get something that you love talking about. It could be cooking, similar to the themes, a subject matter, or gaming, whatever it is that you consistently want to talk about with your friends. So that's number 1. Number 2 is format your discussion. Generally, you can have people talking, but you want some kind of organization or structure. That way, everyone gets involved, and that's to the next point. If you don't format it, then mostly what will happen is the extroverts will dominate the conversation and the introverts will be left out and not return. So as the organizer, it's really important to get everyone involved by somehow structuring the meeting so people understand that it is another person's turn to talk. And an example, what I do is always make sure we always do introductions. We ask what is the person's current need, ask them how they're doing, why did they come, what do they like to learn. Well, then in the middle of the meeting, we have our learning topic. And then at the end of the meeting, we will go around and ask them if they have questions or if they would like to contribute to a future meeting. All right, the next key one is consistency. So this is important so that people don't get confused. If you want them to come back, it's important to have the same location at the same time. If you're changing that constantly, people will soon forget and then not want to keep track. And then lastly is, this one's the hardest, especially for us, is have some kind of roadmap. And that is basically plan out what you're going to do, hopefully for a month. So many meetups, they do not even have meetups scheduled. And if you have meetups for at least 4 weeks, then people can put it on their family calendar and plan for it. Maybe ones they have to skip out on, but if you have that roadmap, people kind of know what's coming and that they're excited about. Then as far as marketing strategies, the main reason for meetup is to gather people with similar interests to network. I also found there are other community tools that I've tried, some successful, some not successful. Here in Portland, we have a tech calendar called Calligator. It works great. We also use Eventbrite. Those are both free, and we get some people that find us that way. They do come back on Google searches because they allow keywords. And then lastly, I would say one of the most important to get people come back and stay engaged is word of mouth. Reaching out to them, your family, coworkers, friends, and spreading the word about what you do and why you want them to come. That way they can ask questions. Word of mouth is still key in creating an in-person community. All right, to extend this experience, what we use is Zoom. Zoom is a great conferencing tool. There are others out there, such as Cisco WebEx or Skype. I found that Zoom is very easy to use. People love it because it's easy to understand. It works well. It provides support on their all mobile devices. Desktop sharing works great, and it also records to cloud, and you can reference the session later. So Zoom was an easy choice. We did try others, but Zoom worked out really well. Budget items to consider in your meetup. We use 3. We have to budget for 3. So Zoom, and then Meetup is $180 a year for the premium version, and that is unlimited number of members. And then lastly is we have a website, is $12 for the domain name. And then we use a free Wix site to publish. Not a lot of people go to websites these days. It's all social media, but it's a great place to direct people in one location. Not everyone has a Facebook account. All right, and then lastly, we have been experimenting with Facebook Live. This is a nice way to broadcast. So if, for example, if people don't want to collaborate and join Zoom, they can also listen in on the Facebook Live. And this seems to be trending as a popular way, similar to what Twitch did with its broadcasting of gamers. We do this as well. And I picked up an Insta360 camera so that people can see the entire conference room, and the audio works pretty good. So just some numbers here. We have now 360 meetup members, and it grows steadily. As long as you are consistent, you'll get a few members, or at least we've gotten a few members each week, and it continues to grow. Most successful meetups will run several years, 5 years, have over 1,000 members, and then have established organizers. One thing that I would be aware is a lot of meetups will create groups and then fail within first few months. So try those topics that I suggested and see if they work for you. And let me know how your meetup's doing. I hope this session was useful if you're trying to create a meetup. And let me know if you have any extra tips that you might think be helpful for this meetup. Otherwise, good luck. Hope you found this video helpful, and please let me know if you had any suggestions or what your luck has been in your meetups. See you next time. Oh, don't forget to check out the other 2 videos, one on YouTube and the other one on social media. So long.